Hi, welcome everyone. I am streaming tonight. It's kind of a late start, but it'll be very similar to what I played last night to a 5-0. Um, Namely, I've been thinking that the deck needs a new one drop printing, and if they aren't going to do so in our colors, we'll borrow one from Energy, a deck that I think is doing quite well off the back of God of Souls. Obviously, there's no Ocelot Pride here. That's because I don't think it really fits with the deck. Because you really wanted to ramp on turn one, and this is not really an aggro deck. It's more like a mid range slash. It's a combo deck that they can play a multitude of different styles, so to speak. Okay, so the main idea is this gives you another premium, snowball creature, and that's a one drop. And you have a couple different ways to turn it on. The big one is the Spring Hardened Tuco, which has a couple of ways to combo in this deck. But you can copy the Guy of Souls, you can copy Wight of the Reliquary, you can copy Dried Arbor. The White gives you Static Prison that can, shore up your show and tell matchups. It's this list here that I posted on Patreon is slightly different than what I played last night because I had Hogak, but I'm not even sure it's necessary because you should be pretty favored now in your fair matchups. So especially ones that don't involve Caracas on the other side. Uh, I'm a little groggy because I just put my son to sleep and then I like fell asleep as well. So I woke up, but we'll just start. Here's my socials. Like I said, I just posted a sideboard map on my Patreon for this list. It's very similar to what I played last night. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Yeah, this is what I played last night. I had the Hogax. I'm not even sure that's even necessary, but uh, again, feels like we should just be jamming as many Modern Horizons 3 cards as possible. Um, but yeah, if they're not gonna print a good one drop in our colors, we'll just borrow one from another deck. Again, no Ocelot Pride because I just don't think that card is very good. The energy decks play it because they don't have any one drops. We can do better, I think. Okay, I think my thing is glitching. Also, by coincidence, I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt right now. I think the trailer is supposed to drop for the new movie tomorrow. We'll see how well I do right now. I am a little bit groggy because I just woke up from a nap. How's it going, man? Long time, long time. Just streaming. Yeah, this is fine. This configuration would probably just a dog to combo game one. But I've kind of accepted that endurance is not particularly great at the moment. Next turn we can just like triple spell maybe, depending on what we draw. or cast the guide off the savannah into hierarch into maybe dork, but we'll see. Bond figs. Looks like we're playing against lands. How did you come to guide for testing? Basically, I just felt like the Golgari options have been exhausted, and just want to try another premium one drop. Really, the long story short, I tried a list 2 nights ago with both Guide and Ocelot Pride, and I just realized Ocelot Pride is just not a good card, and it doesn't. Not only is it not a good card, it doesn't fit at all with what Green wants to do. But the Guide of Souls, I was like impressed enough with to give it another league, and here we are. Here's the once again, here's the league I 5-0'd with last night. I'm playing a list that's close to it because I'm trying to see if we actually need Hogak. If not, then I would prefer we not play, but we'll see. What's going on here? Another Rumble or Loam? 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Okay. Did they get an exploration? Yeah, they did. Ooh, okay. Dark Data. Do they have stage? No, they don't. They have a. Oh, that's quite annoying. So they have exploration. They can. You can like shut off 2 monks. I'm not sure what that buys us because they have a loam in the graveyard. We're probably in trouble. They can go blast zone, loam again. Put a bunch of stuff there. I just feel like we're hosed no matter what. Like, is shutting off a mox diamond didn't do anything for us? I feel like probably not. Um, we can just like go above 20 life, I guess, to like play around merit lage. No, I think the thing is like they can play the last zone and then, well, I don't know. Oh, you could bring up a good point, Mike. Yeah, they don't have another source. Otherwise, they would have done it, or who knows, they would have drawn it potentially too. They did not mill, which is interesting. What's going on there? Yeah, maybe not the best thing to just like jump into a league after waking up. They're probably confused as well to what we're doing. Like my other line was like, yeah, it was either get a collector oof, just like shut up 2 Mox diamonds, like double stone rain them. Maybe that's okay. I just figured if they had like any other land, Um, blast zone. Oh, what am I doing? I just played into the blast zone for no reason. So yeah, I guess we can just do this. Hmm. Sure. It's kind of annoying. That's for sure. I feel like we just lost this game. I'm like not also in the right mind to play right now. Probably. That's actually a good topic. Do they have more than one Kraken? I'm not even like kind of sleepy right now. We would have more creatures right now if we didn't just like run the thing out. I'm not sure it would have mattered to be honest, because yeah. Why don't we say things are not going very well? Like they have exploration plus loam. I'm not sure what we do would matter. Sure. We're also missing points of combat. I mean damage, but that's okay. I've kind of already like mentally checked out this game one because we misplayed. Ugh. Not the day to suddenly only play one wasteland. Actually, I'm also screwing up because I should be saving my fetches in case I draw Springheart. So I gotta tighten up after this first game here. Mm, guess it doesn't matter. The thing about this matchup is very much about like spamming. I guess that's just Magic in general now. Like whoever can go Hellbent probably gonna win, and they did that earlier than we did. We gotta snap out of it though. Like after this first loss here, we'll call this the warm up game. Yeah, maybe this game plays out differently. We oof them. They presumably didn't have a second green source. Maybe the game plays out very differently. We would have been we would have had more creatures on board. They would have been played Tabernacle earlier. I'm not sure like how much it would have mattered. The problem is like this is the matchup where we really want to see Cradle, and we were only playing one in tonight's list. Maybe we just one of the issues with for lists that I've been playing the last I don't know, let's just call it year or so is I have a hard time beating any planar Nexus deck. So the changes I made for tonight in general have tried to address that with Wasteland. To me, I hate that planar Nexus exists. I feel like it's kind of limiting to force everybody to play Wasteland, but or Blood Moon, I guess. We this deck has like no chance to beat Planar Nexus decks if I don't play Wasteland, and I made the change, but the problem is it makes you worse in every other matchup. Maybe we just accept being bad to Planar Nexus and make have the better deck by playing Kratos, right? Like I'd rather not play Wasteland personally. What's going on for my opponent though? But yeah, I have two Wastelands. I think I have two. Yeah, two Wastelands in the 75, but really I prefer to play just like none. But oh, plus a Cradle, crowd rotation. Um, just I think you were a creature deck. We actually get more out of the guys. I just don't know how to be player Nexus. Like I guess Magus is like one route, but it's almost like it's a big uphill climb. Maybe they froze on the other side. I don't know what's going on. They're 4 minutes behind a clock. Lost connection. Okay. So our route here is we can't stop the loam exploration thing going on. What did we bog earlier? Rumble, Wasteland, Blast on Caracas. I don't know what's going on. Ideally, this is just a warm up game for us. I don't think I really care regardless. But like I said, my mind was kind of off earlier as I fell asleep putting my son to sleep, and then woke up and then realized, oh my god, an hour had passed, and then fired up the stream because I promised my Discord I would tonight. Um, but I am like I said a little groggy as a result. So connection issues for our opponent here. Unfortunate for all parties involved. All right. Anybody have any questions while we wait for our opponent? So here's like I said, here's the list I'm kind of playing tonight. Here is the list I 5 with some notable differences. I played the Cradles last night. No Wasteland. I, you know, had a discussion with people, and the idea was maybe we need to play, some way to beat Planar Nexus because this way you're probably not gonna beat them. But maybe it's just better to play the Cradles, right? We'll see. And no Hogak because the fair matchups felt very easy last night, so I just didn't feel like I needed them. Perhaps I just use this time to use a restroom as we wait. We'll see. I'll be back. All right, we'll take it. The Magic Gods favored us tonight, I guess. Here's the list again. All right. Yeah. So the combos in this deck are like Spring Heart with Guide, Spring Heart. There's already the normal Spring Heart combos, which is like with Wight and Dried Arbor, but trying to get extra value with another Snowball threat. Static Prison kind of like catch all one mana O ring. Um, I already don't love the idea of playing Wasteland. Uh, the thing about like the way I built Cradle historically is I want my cards to always be good. Don't get me wrong, Wasteland has a decent ceiling. You can just like win the game because of it. There's a lot of games where your opponent, like especially if they know you have it, they'll fetch basics to it, and then you're like just down a card like virtually, right? Which is different than how some other decks build it because they have brainstorm to put it away, or their whole identity is around just Days Wasteland. Obviously, that has been a successful strategy for you know decades, I guess. But for me, at least, without the ability to shuffle away the cards, I want my cards to always be good. And the deck, I built it like a hybrid combo deck that has like multiple paths to average victory, right? James, nice. All right, so three lands here and a crop. I guess that's technically a protection spell. We have a safekeeper or two. Maybe this is a mole, but we'll try it. We'll fetch, see what happens. There's the birds. We want our bossing say to come in untapped, so maybe they bolt it. They should if they have it. Nope, they don't. Could be a bowmasters here. Not a bad play if they have that. This will be interesting. This is like a little bit awkward actually. We're gonna have to reverse the order here. Like typically, I want to go guide into white, but they had 2 mana open. I'd rather just protect my wild reliquary. Maybe they bowmasters here. Oh, sure. I think we go black. Pretty good. I think it might be game over already. I think James made the mistake. Like a lot of people do. You're supposed to always bolt the turn one dork. I think saving is not going to work out. Like because there's just too many threats. I think the exception to that rule potentially is a deck like D&T where they're playing the late game. I guess to an extent James is too, but D&T also has like 20 removal spells, so they just answer the threat and just hope to dodge natural order. That's their plan. Obviously, if you have natural order resolved, then that probably just solos the game. But there's a mosquito in here. Another one. There's a mosquito in here. Mm, oh wow. Okay. We'll pass, I guess. There's no need to do anything right now. We're gonna hold up crop rotation as a counter spell here. We're gonna pitch the collector oof and get the Gaia's cradle, and then hold up, our crop rotation. The edict forcing us to sack the safekeeper was kind of annoying. the one guy's cradle. Do we want to do it on upkeep? Mm, no, I guess not. Okay, I'm glad we did not. Sure. Mm, sure. Guy doesn't really matter here, and we still have crop rotation up in case they have anything. We're also like about to assemble bossing say lock on them. What did they pitch? Reanimate Sylvan Safekeeper. Like, do we care? Probably not. Yeah, they can have it. Mm, then we do that. Sure. I feel like we just snuff out the Safekeeper here. They pitch a land. Oh, we're supposed to do it on upkeep. That was a mistake. Mm, snuff out Spring Heart land. Green Sun. Yeah, we were in pretty. I don't know. They may or may not have picked up on it, but I felt pretty safe the whole time with the corroboration in hand as a counter spell. It was just like picking our spots, right? Like we methodically just you know um, made sure we didn't open ourselves up for no reason. I think we can take the snuff outs out. I don't think we care about like their creatures for the most part. The creatures we would care about are black anyways. Thoughtseize comes in. Bog, like, do we even care? Like, Static Prison actually might be relevant in this matchup, ironically. Take out the Bog. Um, Crop rotation, ironically, it was like kind of good there. I think we can. Well, do we want Wasteland? I feel like we don't care about Wasteland. I think I'd rather have the crop as a counter spell. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Wasteland fan. Um, sure. We'll lead up with higher because it doesn't produce all the colors. They're probably gonna bolt it, presumably. Nope, guess not. Bowmasters, yeah, that's fine. Do we get the Savannah here because everything else produces black? I think so. I don't know what they saw earlier. I guess we didn't show anything yet. If it feels like they're gonna like op agent us, then that's what the static prison's for. It might be. They like to run the one of op agent a lot. Oh, there's a Kaido maybe. Oh, that I don't think we care about. That is something we don't care about. Mm, let's see how I want to fetch here. Yeah, let's do this. Sure. We're gonna fetch black here just in case they kill our dorks. Um, Again, unless they're putting in Kaido, I don't think we care for the most part. Static Prison actually looking kind of sus here. They don't have any creatures that we care about. Maybe the Wasteland would have been. We would have been flooding anyways. Reanimate the Bop, sure. Huh. Okay. I think we do that. Into that. They can bolt our Wight here, which would be unfortunate. But again, control. We don't have a gag, so that does hurt us a little bit. Oh, they did that. Okay, that's fine. Again, the this is not gonna matter because of the guide life gain is gonna like offset a lot of this attack, a lot of their damage. Life gain is like low key kind of broken. Sure. Do I attack here? Maybe I do. Could attack with that. No, I think I want to attack with a guide. mosquito is getting in my nerves. There's an argument to be made. I make the noble fly, but sure. Five, six, seven. Hmm. Good question. What are they gonna do? I guess I pitched the. I think I block now before I can't. Right? No, that's not true. Five. Let's see. Four, four, seven. Ooh, okay. A bulk kills us, maybe? No, I guess it doesn't. I can hold as a surprise attacker here. Maybe I'll regret it. We'll see. I should have actually held back the hierarchy just in case the block. Yeah, that was a mistake on my behalf as an emergency block. There's no lethal line here, luckily. Sure. All right. So we have lethal. We held this back because we thought they might attack. My mistake was not holding the noble as an extra blocker as an emergency. All right. 2-0. Actually 1-0 really. We didn't deserve to really win the first match. Um, kind of. I'm gonna turn off the AC. It's a little cold now, and then use the restroom. Here's my list again. back at it. It's not letting me return to game. It's interesting. Oh well. Are there any unintuitive lines that open up with bossing saying since you have prop rot now? Um, I don't know how unintuitive it is, but probably like cropping for a let's just say you have bossing say in hand, and then you don't have a basic in play. I can see like crop for basic, play the bossing say you already have guys cradle out, then like activate immediately, something like that. You can crop, you can play the bossing say crop the basic, and then get the uh, guys cradle as well. Really, I'm just trying to like I've reduced deck building to just like how many bombs can you play? Like don't get cute. Don't play these like situational cards. Just like how many game altering cards can you play? And I think one way for me to squeeze that out is just play a crowd rotation that is like a counter spell um, that you can get away with in like fair matchups. Again, I don't really want to play Wasteland, but maybe it's a necessary evil because our deck cannot really beat Planar Nexus otherwise. I would prefer not to play Wasteland. I would rather have like good mana, right? Play lands that actually cast my spells. Not to mention this is a creature deck, so I would rather just play like a second Guy's Cradle maybe. I guess third to become crop rotation. The way the deck is built as is we're almost like conceding combo game one. I've gotten to a point where I just don't think Thoughtseize really wins against combo, at least pre-board. And endurance like is only good against really two decks at the moment: Doomsday and Oops. And every Oops player I play against, they have pack of negation anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I rather just like make sure I win my fair matchups and then post bar deal with combo. Ooh, okay. Keep. For those of you who just tuning in, uh, the reason why I'm not playing Oscillate Pride for is two reasons. I just don't think it's a very good card to start off with. Like whenever I played against it from my side, um, I think I fetch stuff by you first. Whenever I played against it from our side, it's looked like the worst card on their side. Like it's only good if they have like some other card, Bombardment or like um, what's the other, is Guide of Souls, obviously. Number two, Ocelot Pride gets in the way of. I think we just go guide here. I think we want to turn on black later, so we'll lead with the noble because birds produces all colors. What was I gonna say? Oh, it gets in the way with Dork. So ideally, this deck wants to play turn one Dork. So that means at earliest, Ocelot Pride can attack turn three, and at 1/1 first strike, it's probably not gonna get through most of the cases. Like I tried to list, it was just very awkward. My opponent is in the 1-3 bracket. I'm actually more afraid of that than I would if they were like 2-0 because it just means they're probably playing something I just like not on my radar. We're not gonna overthink and try to maximize energy and hold back the birds because if our opponent just like wastes our value, then we need to be able to cancel our snuff outs. Blooming March. I'm almost certain we're gonna lose because we're playing some 1-3 deck that we're not prepared for. There it is. Yep. Like I said, I was almost certain we were gonna lose. My prediction, unfortunately, is coming true. Like I said, I do not want to play against somebody in like the 0-2 bracket because our deck is just not built to be those kind of, or they're not. Our deck is not able to handle these things that we don't plan for. Right? We don't have generic answers besides like snuff out. I guess it's not gonna work out for us. I'm petrified of like the 1-3 bracket. I don't think this matchup is like winnable, especially now that we've cut Force of Vigor. Like we're just pretty much all in on Thoughtseize. Our reward for going 2-0. Well, to be fair, to be fair, we were gifted the first round, so we should count our blessings, I guess. But again, like I said, we want to stay out of this like 1-3 bracket. But I think probably not enough people are 2-0 at the moment or 3-1 to pair into. This matchup is probably unwinnable. It's not that we can't beat combo, we just cannot beat this kind of combo specifically. That is just not on our radar. Like I said, yeah, it's not that we can't beat combo. It's we can't beat this kind of combo. I don't even know how to board for this matchup. Like I think I have it on my spreadsheet. Hey, hey, Jr. How's it going? Hope you had a good stream. We are currently playing Energy because why not, right? Everybody else is. We're a huge dog. I expect to welcome everybody from XJ's stream. Hopefully, you got a good. I think you're playing Dual Commander before. How do we beat Omnita? We have Static Prison and Discard. Um, so I think that matchup is like not unwinnable. Uh, but for those of you coming in from XJ's stream, we are probably a huge dog in this matchup. Like I was actually just half joking beforehand that we don't want to pair into the 1-3 opponent, and lo and behold, they turned on turn one does. Hopefully, you had a good stream. Like I said, XJ. How do I board against this? I'm probably just no chance. Oops. Pun not intended, by the way. Deck group. I boarded out the snuff outs and I boarded the bog and the Madara, but like we don't really have anything. Yeah, we really just don't have anything in this matchup. Static Prison, like, do they even? Thanks, XJ. Thanks, John. I actually 5-0'd with a deck very close to this last night. Guide was actually quite impressive. I'm just trying to like play all Modern Horizons 3 card, right? That's just the general strategy. Historically, yeah, that's a pretty good way of saying. Like, if endurance is good in the matchup, probably okay. Like, If endurance is not good, we're probably in trouble. That's like a good barometer. Unfortunately, endurance stock is kind of down at the moment for us. I don't even know what their list looked like at the moment, but we'll see. I don't expect to win this match. We're a huge underdog without Force of Vigor. I don't even know what a match, a game looks like against them here, aside from like thought seize them and hope they whiff. Um, like what is this route? This is not even a route to victory, in my opinion. Like Wasteland, I guess, is a one way to win, but not really. Pretty much. Like when I saw the 1-3 bracket, I was just like, ugh, this is probably not gonna work out. All right, we gotta find that Thoughtseize. Like I don't think Oof is gonna get there. This is also why I would really want Oops All Spells to be like banned. Like I hate having to register for Leyline of the Void. Maybe I just like hope endurance is good enough and then have a more flexible sideboard. Um like we're on 4 now. Oh my god. It's not yeah, it's not gonna work out for us. Cause I don't problem is I don't think collector is gonna actually I could just keep this because of the wasteland. That might actually get there. Their mana base is greedy from what I understand. This this could get there in theory. But I think that's probably the takeaway, right? Like, if how much do we want to respect Ubisoft spells, which has pretty awful gameplay. Leyline of Sanctity. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm just mold to Thoughtseize. That's good. Like I said, I didn't even bother to look at what they could possibly have. The question here is like, are we wasting a non-black source? I kind of feel like we have to. Then maybe they kept like a Manamorphose or something. I think I'm just well. Do I play? Yeah, I think I just play it out. There's like I'm over this matchup. There is a mosquito in here. How funny. Oof actually could be relevant. Now that I think about it, just F6. Like whatever happens, happens. Hmm. There's nothing we can do to stop them. It's just whether they have it or not. Our clock is like anemic. We have three. Damn it! Wow. Oh my god. I did not even expect to get a game off of them. Imagine we can get somehow two. We're probably just toast regardless. I don't see how we're winning on the draw. Clocking them by 11 makes their Negro a lot worse. That's fair. Yeah, I just figured they probably just always have it, but like I said, I just don't know how we're possibly gonna win on the draw here. This is one of the pitfalls of having of registering for Layla in the Void. Like maybe we just don't respect oops. That's like famous last words, right? It'll make our deck more well rounded. That's for sure. That's like something to keep in mind. But as is, yeah, I don't love our chances. I think we keep off the wasteland. Or we move to Thoughtseize. They have Leyline of Sanctity though, so sure, why not? Yeah, like I said, we can't win post board without Force of Vigor. I'm surprised we even got one game, to be honest. My wins against this deck have been either because of Force of Vigor in the past, or they just lose themselves. So hopefully it's the latter here. Maybe I gotta play like some Mind Brick Trap. Yeah, there's nothing really I could do about this aside from drawing Force of Vigor. And even then, it's like miserable, right? They use them like multiple, and they could have pack negation, like just very like high variance magic. All right, I think the only takeaway there is like perhaps we want to diversify our sideboard a little bit, but again, I built this deck was built, this version at least, with it in mind that trying to for the winners metagame. I didn't have Force of Vigor yes last night for what it's worth. But last night's list was slightly more varied. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Was slightly more well rounded. Again, I'm not. If I parent to the Necro player, so be it. Like, if I'm at 1-3, I deserve to be. I deserve to lose. Rude Slay. Although to be fair, we're probably playing against Reanimator here, so the Leyline of the Void potentially okay. Granted, they always like board into what is it called? They usually board into Witherbloom combo, smog combo. Sorry. Oh, I'm out of water. All right. After this match, I will get some water. We are not winning game one, no matter pretty much what we do. There's no land here. I guess there's one, but then there's no like way to end the game. I guess I'll keep this and see what happens. Yeah, this would be a good matchup for that main deck endurance, right? What's going on here? Oh, I see. They had three already in play. That's crazy. Alright, we're just dead here. Pretty good. Yeah, I think it kind of reiterates, right? Like we're so good against the we're so good against the fair decks. We just have to be passable against the unfair decks. I think we're cooking instead of getting cooked right here, right? The lane lands are good, but obviously, like every graveyard deck has some kind of bypass now. Um, there's a chance like the static prison's like relevant against the Witherbloom apprentice. Let me see how I boarded. Board out the natural order because it's not gonna get that long. Snowfout's gonna come out too. Every good combo player is like plays around Wasteland anyways, which is why I don't really like it. I feel like Wasteland, not always, but a lot of times they really pick on like sloppy play, and it doesn't really work in my experience against anybody who's a little more experienced. All right, how am I boarding against this deck? Sylvan Safekeeper can come out. Springheart. I feel like I would rather have the Safekeeper. I think than Springheart. Actually, them reanimating a Safekeeper is a little dangerous. So I better keep that. I better put that out. Now that I think about it. I think this is it. Yeah, like I said, our opponent boarding in reanimating a Safekeeper is like potentially dangerous for us because it protects their Witherbloom command. I don't know why my thing keeps lagging. My apologies. Uh, I feel like I can't keep that. Nice. Oh, interesting. Show and tell, and they have a smog. Ugh, that's annoying. How does that Reaver work? They're gonna Thoughtseize us, so we better take the one that's relevant. I don't think we're beating a show and tell, so we better take it. This is what I mean, right? Like every graveyard deck has some counter to Leyline of the Void anyway, so I don't even like love it. Um, I think I just hold. There's nothing like I really want. Land. Yes. Thank you. All right. We need any creature and we're good. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think maybe no ley line now that based on what I've seen because I mean granted this is not like a super popular deck anyways. To be fair, um, I don't think it's like bad per se. The thing about Mindbreak Trap is it's kind of narrow. Like unless I'm playing against Storm, like it doesn't really do much else. All right, we need to untap one turn and we're probably there. Ugh, okay, well it is what it is. We needed a turn earlier. I think that's fine. I think we learned something from this league or this so far. It's just like maybe we should just not care about oops and like not have it distort how we build our sideboard. Because like I said, I feel good about any fair matchup. It's just the unfair matchups. Like if we can go like 60-ish% or actually not, let's just say 50-50 in the unfair matchups. I think we are in a good spot like to do well in an event. Because I think the fair matchups are pretty lopsided in our favor. So that should come out to a pretty strong win rate if you can go like 50-50 in the fast combo matchups. Actually, let's cancel this real quick. I need to get water. I think the other thing that was like kind of apparent to me right now was card rotation is like kind of a nice card. I wouldn't hate playing like a second copy in the sideboard. Just because like again, a lot of these graveyard decks, I think we definitely want the first ley line because I think we definitely want the first ley line just because it's like impossible to play around. Um, but I think we do want like some number of force of vigor. It's a little awkward, maybe like two or something. I don't know. It does help because we don't have that many cards against lands. Maybe one. Like one mind break trap. Like the ideal sideboard is like all one ofs because it's like very hard for your opponent to play around. Maybe two crop rotations is too much. It's really what for the unfair matchups. But one of these days, I will register mind break trap again and for the gotchas. Just today is not that day. It's all. Hmm. I put a creature back. The problem is, well, I guess technically it can cast the guide, the talent gates. Let's see. We put it back. We ramp. Maybe it's okay. We'll see. We hope that this is a relevant snuff out matchup because otherwise our hand gets a. It's like kind of dicey. That's definitely the weakest part of our deck. I think. The snuff out actually hasn't been great today, sadly. Nil Hill Spellbomb. That's not what I want to see. What happened? There we go. Our hand is like garbage right now. And maybe that's just like the downfall of playing like snuff out main, right? Maybe we should just play Thoughtseize. It makes our creature matchups a little bit worse, but we don't have these like this is like really awkward for us now. I feel like we just jam here. If they daze us, like it is what it is. Yeah, if they have it, so be it. The hand's not getting better. I'm not playing around days here. I don't know what they have, but if they have it, they have it. Like any removal spell too, we just lose. If somehow this resolves, I think we win. I don't. I doubt it resolves. Six cards in hand hasn't done anything yet. If my guess is they are just looking to see what they should pitch to the Force of Will. That would be my guess. There it is. All right. We probably should have mulled. I think there's probably some credence to like playing Thoughtseize main over Snuff Out, just based on what I saw at least. Like the floor is obviously quite low, right? You play against this kind of matchup. Like I think we Thoughtseize probably wins this game, right? I don't know. Whew. Why is it so bad? No attacks in case they have Bowmasters randomly. They can kill the birds if they want. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I think that's maybe the other takeaway. Like, actually, we still have Springheart in our deck. Let's not fetch this. I almost did at like by habit. Now pass. I wonder why they are like holding this. Like, I guess they're scared of the Hogak that's not in our deck. We have to do it now. If they have it, they have it. So my read is, even though it will hurt our energy and creature matches potential a little bit, maybe we should just play the Thoughtseize mains and the stuff out. That's pretty good. We're not quite to attacks yet. We'll pass. Fortunately, they have another Tamio. That's annoying. We should be okay post war. I don't feel too bad about this. Maybe the idea is like we have to win against energy, and if we lose game one accidentally to Demir, maybe that's okay. It's insane to me that they're still holding the spell bomb. Like they really are just playing around that gank that's not in our deck. My job has been completed, right? Like I'll pass, I guess. Sure. We're probably dead anyways because we kept an awful hand. But mm, I mean, they're almost assuredly they have to have a removal spell by now. We're gonna take the one hit from Bargoth here. Like, I don't want to lose the hierarch, but probably gonna have to. Ugh. It's kind of insane to me that they held that the whole game. Like, what if I just cast Gak right there? I guess they weren't afraid of that because I tapped the hierarch. That's fine. I'll let them think that they're playing around the Gak that doesn't exist in our deck right now, today, tonight at least. Spring Heart here would be clutch. We don't have it. Mm, pretty good. Okay. Pass. So something that became apparent to me is the games are long enough where I think the Snuff Out Temple loss might be. I mean, not Snuff Out. The Thoughtseize Temple loss might be okay. Obviously, we're gonna lose game one here, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm more interested in learning than anything else. And one of the things is not having creatures here is like hurting us big time. What did they choose? Another Tamio? Sure. Oh, they still have the spell bomb up. Ugh. I'm gonna get a Spring Heart here. Oh, that locks it up. All right. Interesting game here. We kind of saw the pitfall of the Snuff Out main deck. I feel like I'm never gonna resolve that until the end of time. Mm, again, I don't want really Wasteland against them. Static Prison's probably okay. We can go with this. Keep the crop rotation. The Wasteland actually hasn't really hurt us, but I don't think it's like helped per se. This definitely eating up all our slots is like kind of a nuisance. Nope, cannot keep that. Put this away. Get us like a land, I think. Definitely seeing some of the pitfalls of not having the GAC though. Like having to board in the static prison, not really what I want to be doing. Like I would have much rather board in the GAC. I think here, yeah, cannot take the land, so that's pretty bad for us. I did that because the birds produces off color, right? That's not really what I want to see. I think we just YOLO. Spring Heart on the Dried Arbor is like potentially gonna go off though. We'll see. And then we have the Thoughtseize. Ugh, that is bad. That is really bad for us. Okay, not the worst, I guess. They Thoughtseize are Thoughtseize. If I didn't know any better, it feels like a sweeper is coming, or they're just protecting something from their hand. Either way, I don't think our hand can play around it. So if they have it, so be it. I have I like hated uh whatever tonight. The wasteland slot. Absolutely hated it. Unfortunately, this was only well. That's not true. We saw how good the do we think they're ponder? I think so. Like shuts off their force too. Feels like we need another threat though, because without the Hogak, is it's kind of threat light on threats. But we kept a bad hand game one. Maybe we run through. Well, it's already kind of late. I guess we can start another league with main deck Thoughtseize and see how it performs. Oh my god. We wanted them to use the push there. Guess is the reason to attack here. They may getting they may be getting a little anxious while we have two cards in hand. They get a Thoughtseize, so that would be like ideal here. We are sorely missing a threat. Sorely, sorely, sorely right now. That Wasteland is actually kind of annoying. If we attack with the Arbor, that may get them to waste it, and then we keep the Bayou. Let's see what they do. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. We played around at the previous turn, but that's okay. The punish here is if they have double days or something. I don't think it would have mattered. They would have killed one and waste the other anyways. Now they can just waste our Bayou. I think that's fine. I guess there's that. Sure. They would have been able to make similar play. Hmm. Arbor's gone. There's no reason to play right now. Ugh. We've also drawn horrendously this game. Guide looking kind of bad on this board state though, for what it's worth. I think we have to let it go. It's hard to say because we mulligan a ton. What was it? We can try it again, I guess. See how it plays out. We what a six. Very awkward. Oh, that will do it. All right, unfortunate. I have to wonder, like, maybe we just disrespected. I just, oh god, the wasteland. I just hate this card so much. We could try it, run it back. Obviously we can make a few changes. The snuff out like a little bit polarizing, as we just saw. Maybe the play is we just live with making our creature matchup a little bit worse with main deck Thoughtseize. We could just run it on stream for a few more matches, see how that goes. I absolutely hated this though. Now there's some matchups you cannot win without it. And I guess it didn't hurt us per se. I would much really rather not play it. Endurance. Is endurance even good here? What else do we have like at our disposal? Oh, I mentioned the main deck Thoughtseize. Sideboard, what can we play? a second ley line is not the worst, and then maybe another like endurance or something. This is kind of juiced, but that's another day for that. Oh, the first deafening sound is probably hilarious. Probably hilarious. Hmm. I could see playing another crop. I have to purchase it in real time right now. Maybe I'll do that just for the flexibility. Definitely silence is not a card I want to really play though. To be fair, or the first gag is probably like hard for opponents to play around. But like its stock is definitely down with the how much Caracas is around. Yeah, this is like graveyard hate and like random wasteland at the same time. So maybe we just go with that and just accept losing to Oops spells. Ooh, 5 tickets now for a crop. Ooh, for my blood. I guess we'll just eat it for science. Something like this, perhaps. For science, right? Um, ideally more creatures. I just don't know what those creatures would be aside from. I think aside from like more dorks. I think the first Phenars is like maybe okay, just as a way to like bridge the game against combo. That you go one Phenars and maybe like one Arcana of Mary, something like that. Yeah, actually, I don't hate that. Let's cancel this. I just bought the crop rotation. Maybe I just cut it here. It's also another threat, so I don't mind that. Where's that Phenars in? Where's my boy? Did I already move it to my other account? Hopefully not. I see the Magus, so it should be here somewhere. Oh my goodness, where is the Phenars in? Did I already move all of them? Oh, there it is. What am I just talking about? All right, there's the Phenars in. I think we can maybe do this. That's like our end game against these Planar Nexus decks. Then you don't have to play this like weird land. Probably don't have to play this either. Oh, we're at 61. Ugh, almost Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin. Probably the crop can go. All right, let's see how this works out. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan against Planar Nexus. I really do not want to play Wasteland. It does not feel good to me. No Dryad Arbor. I mean, it's right here. I have never not registered Dryad Arbor. Combo is maybe not the right word, but I get what you're saying. All good, no worries. Like I said, the numbers may be off here. Like I really do not want to play the Wasteland. Ugh, another matchup where Hogak would be good if they're on lone pox. Why is it that the minute I cut Hogak, I'm playing all the matches where I want it, and then when I play, it feels like I don't need it. Hmm. I want to turn on the bossing say. So the way to do that is with the basic. This might be it for the tonight. I lose motivation when I play against these kind of decks. Yep, there it is. Why must they do these things to us? I pitched the natural order because I just feel like they're just gonna attack our mana pretty viciously here. Oh my god. Why? Yeah. We play that. The question here is like, am I playing the Fiend or am I? I think I play the Fiend in case it around discard. Sure. What are they getting here? Spell bomb. Ooh, maybe spell bomb actually. That's actually pretty good against us. It's actually annoying. draw, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now we have to like take it, not can't attack. Woo! We are gonna go off right now. Maybe they needle the artisan. I don't know. Yeah, like it's possible we're supposed to just save the fetch so we can create more. Oh, interesting. Never would have guessed that. What the heck is going on here? It's possible I'm supposed to just like you. Well, now I'm glad I got the value. Well, now I'm glad I got the value. Sure. We're like very close to turning the corner. Natural order just wins too here. From this board state. I should cancel. I want to keep this. Actually, I should have probably attacked. I missed the attack there. I don't think it matters, especially after they got a saga here. There's that too, I guess. Because their cards are lined. Well, it should be good illegal. I'm pretty sure. I think it's fine. This deck is like more annoying than anything else. Actually, I should have done it on the Savannah. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Also, I'm super punished here if I draw the Spring Heart, which is why I like typically don't want to play Spring Heart in the past. I don't know why they did that. What are they holding? Loam. Okay, that's not really what I want to see. The tokens are great versus Pox. Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, typically I have Gak in my list, and I don't know why I'm playing all the matchups now suddenly where Gak is important. But I mean, I say La Vie, right? This, like I said, this is probably the last match. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't mind Plow. It's Caracas that's the problem. Plow is you still trade one for one. I don't mind Plow at all. It's the Caracas that I'd rather not deal with. Ooh, the cards are just not lining up at the moment. Well, you are sporting a wasteland, so I have faith. Uh, I actually hate wasteland, but that's neither here nor there, right? This is game two. No, this is game one. Actually, we're just dead. I'm just gonna concede. Like, what? I'm wasting time. Probably should not have shown that to them, though. Um, yeah, probably should not have shown that to them. Let's see now. I don't want the Thoughtseize. Uh, Static Prison seems like it's fine. Endurance is maybe okay for Loam, which is kind of annoying, but maybe ugh, I don't like love anything. Maybe the first force, just because there's nothing else. Uh, yeah, we don't have anything else. This is not bad, I guess. We'll put the second natural order away. Try to like play a Wight of the Reliquary game. Guy did look a little suspect there for whatever that's worth. Play the endurance. I did this because I want to be able to fetch an arbor if need be. So they if they smallpox us, then we're pretty immune to that If they op agent us, my goodness. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. They have it. They have it. Oh, they just lose, I guess. They just lose, I guess. Draw a gazillion cards. So my bet is they have toxic deluge, and that's why they haven't done anything. I'm gonna go ahead and just like pass the turn. There's like no reason to do anything here. Like it's got to be deluge, right? Like that's the only explanation. There it is. So I okay. Do we lose here if they have actually? Yeah, they just lose, right? Like we're just clocking for 7. Yeah. Turn 3, I haven't done anything yet. It's like super telegraph, right? All right. Anyways, that was easy to snuff out, so to speak. Pun not intended. Um, like maybe, yeah. No, it's got to be too narrow. Play another force of vigor here. Like I said, this is probably the last match. 5 lands. This is like a premium card in this matchup. So I think I put the green sun back actually, and the reason being is because unless I'm getting an arbor, it's kind of inefficient. Ooh, force of vigor here would be pretty good. Oh, there's another one. It is quite late. For whatever that's worth. I guess I get the fetch. Hmm. They waste me here. What am I doing? I guess I want to cast Wight and still have like a fetch land up. I like whiffed on the Once Upon a Time though. It's just like sad. They can't snuff. Well, I guess they could smallpox me here. That would be unfortunate. Sure. What is going on? What did they keep? What did they keep? Wow, that is a bomb. That is a 2 mana. It could, in theory, do some play Bowmasters. I'm gonna attack 'cause I don't think they have anything. But I'm gonna like double stone rain them right now. They want to make that. I don't think I care. They sack this, then they can block. That's fine, I guess. I think they lose if they do that. Yeah, I'm gonna call your bluff. I don't think you're gonna do that. I think we're getting the bossing say here. Ooh, that is pretty good. I think the spring heart just like does a ton here. Yeah, that's just gonna take over the game. I guess it's the Pox deck. All right. Anyways, that's I lose my appetite for playing after playing against Pox. So thank you for everyone for hanging out. I think we learned a lot tonight, for what it's worth. Let's go ahead and see if we can hear my socials again, and then let's see who to raid. Dark beans. Okay. All right. If there's no any questions, here's kind of where I land after tonight. All right. Thank you everyone for hanging out.